Just give us an idea around the rationale and the reason behind this IPO.
Good evening, Samantha. Thank you for asking that question. The reason is that we want to stabilize within a country. You have to know that presently our Belgian group is 100% shareholder of SIAT Gabon, and we want to, invite all shareholders in the country also to invest in our company. That's why we're going to put 40% on the stock market here.
How much money are you planning to raise?
We're planning to raise around 60 million euros.
And in terms of what are the key plans in terms of using this capital?
Well, we want to raise that money because we have an extensive program to grow within Gabon. And with the raising of this money, we can finance this project. And I think that is a good reason to invest in SIAT Gabon.
So
you have to know also that we are actually the first company which will go on the stock exchange here in Gabon. So it will quite be a challenge for every one of us.
Who do you think are going to be your main investors? Who do you think is going to show the most appetite for investing in SIAT Gabon stocks?
Yes, we want that everybody is capable of investing in SIAT Gabon stock. So we have about 40% of the group that we want to sell here on the stock exchange market. And we don't want to invite too many big investors. We want to make sure that small investors also can put their money into our company. And I mainly mean our workers, our farmers, and all our associates.
Okay, so let's look at the investment plans that you have right now in terms of expansion plans. Tell us about your key focus right now.
Okay, SIAT Gabon is an agriculture investment company. So we are investing in oil palm plantations, rubber plantations, and in ranching. As you know, we are today with 7 billion people in this world, and it will keep on growing. In the next 20 years, we will be with 9 billion people. From these 9 billion people, there will be 1 billion people here in Africa. They all need to eat, they all need rubber for their tires. So we want to invest in Africa in the plantations, and we want to triple the surface of rubber plantations, and we want to improve our oil palm plantations.
So you're going to be focusing specifically on rubber. That's your key asset right now. If I look at some of the commentary around exposure to rubber, you're targeting sales revenue generation of around 65% from rubber.
Yes, that's true. The rubber is our driving sector. As you know, there is a shortage of natural rubber in the world, and every tire, every heavy-duty tire, every aeroplane tire needs a lot of natural rubber. And it takes about 7 years to build a plantation before you can start tapping the tree. So it is a long-term investment, and it is worthwhile investing in it because you know that the trees are there, and once they're planted, they will last for 35 years. Since the world production is low, there is a short market for everywhere in the world. Since it's an export market, we will attract hard currency, dollars and euros, that will be able for us to survive here in SIAT.
Gert, do you need to look at investing in distribution channels and getting the product to the market? Because that is a big issue when we're talking about Africa and expanding, of course, your presence and growing your plantations. How are you going to get the product to the ports to get that to the export markets?
It is a huge problem, and that is a request from us to the government of Gabon, is to improve the logistics, improve the infrastructure, because we are sometimes stuck with a harbor that is too small, with roads that are not capable of carrying the loads. So the infrastructure really needs to be improved. But that is also a challenge. A lot of engineering companies see in the market of Africa a bigger market than the one from China 20 years ago. So I think everybody has now seen that investing in Africa is the investment to be done for the next 10 years. So I am sure that infrastructure, certainly here in Gabon, will improve.
Okay, so Gert, you're looking at, as you say, it takes a long time to reap the rewards of new plantations, 7 years before you can basically harvest a rubber tree. So yes, if you're looking to invest in your IPO at the end of November, what type of investment horizon in terms of timeframes would you attach to the shares that you invest for investors looking at your stock?
Okay, you have to know that we are not just waiting for that money to start. We've already started. The company was here established in 2004, and since then we have made solid progress. So it is already a campaign that has started, and the first trees were already planted in 2006. So that means that the first rubber or latex that we can tap from those trees will soon start to flow. So it's not that if we are going to plant only as from the end of this year that the revenues will come in 7 years. No, this program, this planting program has already started, and in the next coming years the dividends of that planting program will already be collected.